Welcome back to a very special edition of Studio 10. This morning, we dedicate this to a legend. It was a time when Bob Hawke ruled the land, when the B-52s commanded the airwaves, and when the future queen of TV news began her career at Network 10. Sandra Sully, this is your television life. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Sully.
Sandra.
Now, Sandra, tell me, 25 years ago, could you have ever imagined that you'd be here right now?
No, of course not.
No?
I mean, I never, aimed or dreamt to be a journalist, let alone work in television. Everything was a complete accident. So I just strapped myself in for the ride.
Also, they didn't have this show 25 years ago.
No, that's
so
right. That's right. And I just never said no and loved hard work and fell in love with the industry. So here I am.
Now, I'm going to try and keep it together this morning because I am a very big fanboy, so I'm going to try and keep it in because this is very exciting for me. So, welcome to the show.
Very overwhelming.
It was the late 80s, and in between doing squats and wearing some pretty impressive fluoro lycra, you met a woman at the gym, which led to a job at some place called Channel 7. You quickly realised that that place had no future, and you moved on. And thankfully, you started at Network 10 in 1990. Just 2 years in, you started hosting Good Morning Australia with Ron Wilson, a partnership that will continue for many years at the 10 Eyewitness News desk. Unfortunately, Ron can't be with us today, but he sends his love and congratulations. That is some beautiful hair.
I look 12.
That is lovely. Let's take a look at a special moment between the two of you. This is when you left GMA.
Remember all those people?
I do. I do indeed. Brings back too many memories. Don't get emotional now, Ronnie. We've got a lot of people to thank. Terry Wilsey.
We'll be back.
Can I just say that I wasn't leaving, the whole show was canned. And GMA had been on Australian television for so long with Kerry Ann and Tim Webster and Mike Gibson, one of the Willisey brothers. It was an institution on Australian television, and they canned it. And then it became Good Morning Australia with Bert Newton and was done out of Melbourne. So it was the end of an era, and we really felt responsible to give it an appropriate send-off. And I was such a baby in the game, having to sort of... Ronnie had, been so generous as a co-host and helped me through it all. I found out about that job on a Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. One of the television executives came around and said, "What are you doing Monday?" And I said, no, "Why?" He said, "Look, could you just pop in early?"
That does not sound like TV at all.
Never done live television, 2 hours live television, live interviews, no rehearsal. And I said, wardrobe, he said, "Just pop down, there'll be something." Oh. So no rehearsal, just completely thrown in the deep end. So and I had the weekend to sweat bricks about it.
Wow. Well, you're a true professional, and that hair was something special. Yeah. That was amazing. Now, it's no secret that you're a massive sports fan, and you've covered some pretty big events in your time, including the Olympics and the Spring Racing Carnival. But if there's one thing you love more than sport, it's a sport man. Do you remember this voice?
We sat together at the closing ceremony of the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, and we're disappointed nobody recognised us. But then Bill Clinton was sitting just a couple of tiers below us in the stand, so maybe that was why.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bill Woods. I'm fine. Now, Bill, tell us, when you two are together, you get into a little bit of mischief, don't you?
We do like to have a laugh. Sandra was a little bit intense because she likes to get everything exactly right. She's very dedicated. And I think in her younger days, she was very tense on set. And I like to think I sort of lightened it up a bit by being pretty stupid, as I normally am.
You did relax me quite a lot, Woodsy.
Now, you've spent a little bit of time, obviously almost 20 years together. Any funny stories or weird stories about Sandra behind the scenes?
Well, I can't really repeat the name of the favourite cocktail that she was into about 10 years ago. It's not 10 p.m, is it? It's yeah. But the one interesting story is we did get chucked out of the Olympic Games that I talked about.
Yeah.
We lost our accreditation because, well, we like to think it's because we basically did our jobs too well. There was a big media war going on between the rights holders and the non-rights holders, and the non-rights holders, that is us, were thrown out towards the end of the game. So we're actually quite proud of that, weren't we, in the end?
Yeah, we played the game hard, and so did Channel 7.
How did you snaffle those tickets to the closing ceremony, by the way? Because as usual, I had nothing to do with it.
Can't say too much.
I'm probably still a bit jealous about when we took Sandra anyway for Channel 7. Get over it, 7. Anyway, Bill, thanks for joining us. Take a seat behind there. Sandra, thank you. Now, Sandra, you've been a constant on our screens for over 2 decades. 25 years. A quarter of a century. Do you want to keep going? No. No? Sorry. Now, in that time, you've shared the screen with some pretty powerful men, but also some pretty powerful women. In particular, this one, and do you remember this voice?
Weren't we lucky they hired 12-year-olds back then?
Ladies and gentlemen, entertainment superstar Angela Bishop.
She beat me by 6 months.
I did.
Now, Ange, what are your memories of Sandra over the years?
Well, we've just had the best friendship over 2.5 decades. It's been incredible. Through all the changes, and let's be honest, there have been a lot of changes at this place over the years. It's always been great to be able to have a confab with Sandra and know that we share the same background, we share the same, history here at 10, and we can always dissect everything from that unique viewpoint. So we'll often be found gossiping away into the newsroom, sometimes after the late news till late at night, just dissecting everything that's going on and having some great chats and political arguments and all sorts of things.
Well, we do, we do have good political chats, but I think because we've experienced so much change in an industry, not just from a sexism point of view, a technological point of view, upheaval from a business perspective, it's really nice to have someone that's been there with you all the way. And Ange started on GMA, and I was down in Canberra in the political bureau. I mean, she had wild hair and I had wild hair. Yeah, lots of funny times, and always a good wardrobe chap. What did you think? No, don't do it.
Thank you so much, Ange, for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Thank you. Well, Sandra, we've got more after the break, but there are a few people around the network who would like to wish you a congratulations. Take a look.
Seriously, congratulations on a fantastic milestone. And what I adore about working with you is not only your passion for news, but most importantly, your compassion for others, your compassion for your colleagues, and your compassion for your audience in telling their stories every day. Congratulations once again, and here's to another 25 years.
I have the deepest respect for you and what you do. I think you're one of the most genuine, certainly one of the most generous people in telly. I'm sure you arguably took it a little too far when you moved into my very street. No issue, I got around that with those double-strength blinds, but luckily I still love you. And congratulations on 25 absolutely magnificent years.
You're an icon, you're an institution, and you're just a top chick. So congratulations from all your friends here in Adelaide.
Congratulations on a fantastic milestone. It has been my honour and pleasure to not only have known you but have worked with you over the last 25 years. Again, congratulations on a great milestone. Enjoy the night and may there be many, many years to come.
Congratulations on your 25 years and for being such a wonderful role model for me and women Australia-wide.
A big congratulations to Sandra Sully on 25 years at 10. I would say it's a 10 out of 10 career at 10. And I'm proud to say I have a little part to do with, played a little role in this illustrious career. And on this illustrious show, I'd also like to say she has become an icon for what women and women as they age can achieve in the dog-eat-dog world of commercial television. Well done, Sandra. Many more years and a strength to your eye.
What a milestone. Your warmth, honesty and humour is what makes you a standout in this industry. Enjoy the celebrations. Congratulations.
25 years is several lifetimes in this business, Sandra. It's been a pleasure to watch you over the years. It's an absolute privilege to share a desk with you. Now, many, many happy returns.
Well, today is a special. This is your television life edition of Studio 10 as we pay tribute to one Sandra Sully, who is celebrating an amazing 25 years at Network 10. Now, Sandra, you've shared some pretty impressive chemistry with the men you've shared the screen with. Are you feeling any with me now? The correct answer is yes. No, I think she meant to say yes.
Of course.
Yes.
I'm overwhelmed.
Well, there was one partnership in particular that Australia fell in love with. Do you remember this voice?
Coming up, Sandra, we've got football, cricket. It's all ahead on Sports Tonight, plus a hilarious play of the day.
Live from Channel 10 Melbourne, it's Brad McEwen.
Hello.
Hey, Braddles.
Lovely to be here.
Now, Brad,
Hello,
your on-screen
Sullies.
rapport with Ms. Sully is the stuff of legend. Why do you think it's so special?
Look, I think it is because you touched on it, David, the chemistry. And it was the chemistry of two people who loved a laugh, who had so much in common and just got along really well. And look, I admit sometimes on air when Sandra struggled to finish the weather because we were laughing so much, I would think, oh, gee, maybe we've crossed the line here. But at the end of the day, it was just good fun. It was great fun.
And Sandra, what's it like? What are your memories of working with Brad?
Oh, exactly that. Loads and loads of laughs, and always being conscious of where the line was and making sure I could reel us back somehow. We do share a fantastic sense of humour, and you know, it was a big deal for Brad, I think, coming from Queensland and stepping into Sports Tonight to fill you know, those shoes of all the great guys that have gone before him. And he was really enjoying it. We got on really well. We worked well together. I kind of became his agony aunt, really, you know, with the various women in his life. But, and you forget, it goes on for hours. You know, it was a long shift, and when you finished, we were at the makeup basin for half an hour, you know, de-stressing about the night and doing a post-mortem on the show, and then, you know, we're kind of the only two left in the building, so you had a chat and then said, right, I'll see you tomorrow, let's do it again. And when you do that every night, 5 nights a week for I don't know how many years, Brad, and I think underneath it all, we shared a wicked sense of humour, and I was always really scared about what he wanted to say and knew he couldn't. And I think I just always thought, don't go there.
Well, Brad, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Brad.
No worries, guys.
Now, Sandra, you know more than anyone there are 3 constants in the news game. There is news, sport, and this voice.
For 25 years, she's been fabulously fine and sensationally sunny. For 24 of those years, she's had a deep, deep crush on me, and now she's in love with my dog!
Mr. Bale, how are you?
Hello, Princess. Oh, hello, Bales.
Hey, Soz.
Hello.
What a beauty, hey.
Oh, thank you. This is little Princess Surfy. She's our newsroom mascot.
I don't normally like dogs, but I'll pat you. Hello. Sorry, Tim, no offence.
She doesn't go much on overdressed hosts as well.
No, she shouldn't either. Now, Tim, I think you might have a bit of a crush on Sandra, really. I think it's the other way around, isn't it?
Well, every man and his dog has a crush on Sandra Sully. We figure in this game it's hard enough, and if you're going to work in this game, and I'm only an apprentice, I've only been here 24 years, not like Bishop and Sully, the big 25-year-old wild hair club. But if you're going to work in this industry, you better damn well work with the best. And Sully's been carrying me for a quarter of a century.
Thank you so much, Tim. Have a seat. Now, Sandra, no matter if you've been telling us good news or bad, you've always done it with professionalism, warmth and compassion, and we thank you for that. What a career, what a legend. From all of us here at Network 10, congratulations on such an amazing achievement. Now, we do have a message from Hamish here, our CEO, our Lord. Mr McLennan, 25 years is a long time in any industry, but particularly in the media industry. Sandra's success over the years is a testament to her professionalism, hard work, focus, and above all, her passion for bringing the news to our viewers. Congratulations, Sandra. This is your television life. Sandra, how do you feel?
Can I just say it is really a privilege to have been accepted. It was a completely serendipitous career choice and ride. It's a privilege to be in people's homes and for them to feel comfortable in bringing generally a lot of calamitous and distressing news every day. We try to do it with heart and soul and honesty, but I've worked with so many incredible people. I'm really, really proud to say I've been at 10 for 25 years. I wear Network 10 as a badge of honour. I've met so many new friends this year. Known this one for a long time. Yep. It's a privilege to work with you, Ita. And the guys behind me, so many people here I genuinely call my friends at Network 10. It's family. And I couldn't be more humbled and grateful and somewhat overwhelmed. I wasn't going to cry, but...
Congratulations again, Sandra. Sandra Sully, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we can't have a party on this show without some delicious baked goods, so please welcome Daniela from Buttercream Lane Bakery. Check them out at buttercreamlane.com.au, or they're also on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Look at that. All right, well, while we celebrate here in the studio, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back after this.